Evening everybody, we're here at Westfield. Lovely new ground they've got here. Here with Danny. Nice, isn't it here?
Well, it's certainly the weather makes a change. We were at Faversham Tuesday evening, and I think we saw every season. 1 minute had your coat, there was torrential rain. So yeah, it's certainly a much nicer evening this Wednesday at Westfield.
Yeah, and nice to get the players out on grass, I imagine.
Yeah, the two games we've had so far, as you rightly say, Newhaven on 4G and on Tuesday even at Faversham 4G. Then we'll be on 4G again on Saturday at Stenning, then grass at Eastbourne Town, then back to 4G at Lancing. So, you know, having been at a club with a 4G pitch, it just is what it is, isn't it? You know, and you just have to, you know, what you have to do is just adapt to every situation. But as you rightly say, nice to be on grass here at Westfield. Yeah,
no, they've done a good job here. Those two games you've had so far, how have you felt things have bedded in? I see the regulars, if you like, got a bit more time yesterday evening, I think. How are you seeing it unfolding?
I think ultimately, Andy, there's been some really good things and there's been such not good things. You know, those players who were at the club previously, they're learning about me, I'm learning about them. But what I can tell everyone already is I can't really vouch for them all yet as footballers. Of course, I know David, I know Adam, I know Dicko. But what I can vouch for this group of players is as good a team spirit as I've ever, in my years of managing, I've ever come across. You know, they're proper human beings. It's one or two of them. I can't vouch if they're great footballers because I don't know them well enough. But in the short space of time I've been at Hastings United Football Club, I can vouch for what a fantastic team spirit. And what I can say about that as well is it's all very well having massive budgets. You bring players in from outside the area, but you can't buy a team spirit. You can't buy a togetherness. And this is what our club very much has.
Yeah, and I was speaking to Bobby J, the performance coach yesterday, and he was saying how the trialists have fitted into that environment quite well because of that team spirit. He said that himself. So with the trialists, how are you getting on with that? Are you sifting down a certain number, or are you still getting new ones?
We're getting new ones. We had a couple of very good ones last night. We have a couple again on Saturday. I think what I want to be with Razor and the guys, I think we want to be in situ more where we are after the game at Stenning on Saturday. But yeah, you know, the trialists have been excellent, really, how they fitted in. But that's the way I manage. You know, I'm different to a lot of people. If you're not comfortable in what you're doing in life, you're not going to do very well. You know, we've had boys singing in the changing room already, badly, I hasten to add. But
no surprise there.
But you know, that's the way I am. We all need to be together. It's a long season. I'll make loads of mistakes. Don't worry about that. Every player will. Even you will, Andy, as well. And that's the way I like to do things, and you know, we need to enjoy it.
Yeah, okay, well that's good. I can, you know, just nice. Well, it's lovely. Well, the summer's here, even though the season started, makes you feel good. A few more fixtures to go. You're sort of tapering towards those final games at the Pilot Field, which I'm sure everyone's looking forward to. And the fixtures are out tomorrow, so that's quite an exciting time, isn't it?
Yeah, I always think it gives you sort of bit of a countdown once you know the fixtures. At the moment, we're talking about August the 10th. But it'd be nice when we know August the 10th, we're either at home or we're away to such and such. Then we know where we go. So I always think that's quite a nice feeling. However, you know, people do get a bit carried away. You have to play everyone at home and you have to play everyone away.
Yeah.
So it just gives you a little benchmark for us to get going, and you know, we can on Saturday, I think the fixtures are out about 6 p.m. on Thursday, so at training we go, boys, you know, we now know on Saturday, August the 10th, we're at such and such, or we're at the Pilot Field against such and such. So yeah, it's always something you look forward to. But as I say, you know, there won't be any teams you play 3 times. There won't be any teams you play just the once. Every team in that league you'll play home and away.
Yep, and as far as this evening's concerned, what are you looking at this evening?
We've got 1 or 2 trialists again, 1 or 2 of the younger players. Some have impressed me, some probably need to go out on loan and get some further development. So it's very much just, you know, just a continuation. It's not ideal having 2 games in consecutive evenings. 1 or 2 started last night, I have to. 1 or 2 are here, but we probably won't use them. A few more trialists tonight, as I say, and a few of the younger players. But what I'm looking for is just good habits, discipline, the boys to enjoy themselves, and us to, you know, continue making progress for the start of the season.
Yeah, and as far as finalising that squad is concerned, I guess just to put a message out there to people what to expect from you, because obviously you've got to do your job. August the 10th is the date. what's your plan to work towards that and finalising?
I think we'd like to be in a really good position for those games at home against Brighton and Hove Albion's 23s and the Southampton 11. So, you know, people get carried away. What's it, July the 17th? You don't win anything in July the 17th. You know, we want to be, as I say, right for those couple of friendlies, so prestigious games against Football League, Premier League opponents at the Pilot Field. There'll be good crowds there, and then obviously, you know, we need to be right for that following Saturday. So it's all stepping stones. Pre-season is what it is. Unfortunately, there's no 3 points. There's no honours for winning games. But it's just every player. You know, and as I said previously, I don't know a lot of these players very well. They don't know me very well. Some are like me. Some won't. Some players I like. Some players I won't. I mean, it's pretty simple, really. But what we do need to do is sort of make sure we get good habits and discipline into them. And as I've said in previous interviews, you know, the club's in a good, healthy position. Chris Hackett has done a fantastic job last season. I'm not looking to change a great deal, just one or two little tweaks, the boys to express themselves a little bit more further up the pitch. But that's just the way it'd be, you know. And it's really nice coming into a manager's side who've done really well. Normally, you only get managers' jobs when things are not ideal. Managers have been sacked, but you know, we just want to continue the good work, have some continuity. You know, we know that Jack Dixon's going to be here, David Radari, Adam Lovett, so on and so forth. There's no need to name them all. We're in a position, and I heard on Talk Sport the other day, one of the pundits was saying sometimes people are saying we've made a couple of signings, haven't been announced yet. There'll be a couple of more at the weekend, but sometimes retaining your own players is bigger than signing players. You know, someone who was the top goal scorer in the league last season, it's crucial that you have his services. So yeah, we're in a really good position, really healthy. The people who are around me, and we are still looking to add a number of them to the management team. Sean Ray, Bobby, as you mentioned earlier, Glyn White. You know, the boys have done a really, really good job. Have worked really hard. The senior players have been outstanding as well, and that makes a manager's job really easy. You know, and as I said earlier, the changing room, the camaraderie of these boys and their togetherness is something that, whatever your budget is, you can't buy.
Brilliant. Amen to that. Thanks so much,
Anytime.
Danny. I'll let you go and enjoy this beautiful evening.
Yep.
Enjoy the match.
Certainly will. Cheers.
Brilliant.
Thank you very
you.
much indeed.
Thanks.